Answer Garden is a great tool for quick little checks for understanding, for question prompts that can elicit discussion, and it's super easy to use and it's free. So to start, you're going to go to answergarden.ch. When you're here, you are going to either click on the Create Answer Garden, or you're going to click on this little plus sign at the top of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and click the plus sign, and it is going to bring me to this page where I'm going to get to create a new answer garden. So let's say I want my question to be, what is your favorite type of ice cream? So I'm going to actually say, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? So now I have some options. I can either go into brainstorm mode, which means that students can submit an unlimited number of answers, including unlimited copies of the same answer. So if they wanted to put vanilla 5 times, they could. Classroom mode is going to allow students to submit an unlimited number of answers, but they can only answer one. So maybe they answer vanilla and then chocolate and then orange sherbet. Moderator means that the answers are going to go into what Answer Garden calls the anti-garden, so that you have to approve them before it's going to be added to the word cloud. And then locked means that nobody can submit any more answers. So you might want to lock it after a certain amount of minutes, and when you start beginning to discuss the answers, so that it just stays the same and nobody can, add anything more to it. You can also lock it once that activity is over, and you can always unlock at another time. The answer length can either be 20 characters or 40, so you can make that choice. You can add a password if you want to. I typically don't. You can also add a reminder email if you want to. You can turn the spam filter on and off. You can change the case of the answers to either lowercase or uppercase, and then you can decide on how long you want this link to be available for students. So it can be an hour, a day, a week, or you can hide it so that it's not going to be available for a short amount of time until you want to unhide it again. So once you've made those decisions, make sure I have them all the way that I want them here. I want this to be on Classroom. I'm going to click Create. When I click Create, it is going to bring me to this page where my question prompt is. Now, this is what students are going to see when they get this. So if you were wanting to share this, you can go either down here to share and just copy this link, or you just copy the URL up here. It's going to work the same both ways. And then what I could do as the student, let me go to a new incognito window. I'm going, maybe you put this in the chat box in your Zoom meeting, and then students click on that, and then it's going to bring them directly to the same page. So here it's asking, what is your favorite flavor ice cream? So let's say a student puts chocolate, submits it. That chocolate is going to end up in the word cloud below. I might put the word vanilla, and then same thing, that will show up below. Maybe orange sherbet. I don't know how to spell it. I think I'll say it's that. And that's going to pop down below. Now, let's say another student says vanilla. Now, when I do that, now vanilla gets big, and you can see there's a 2 by it, and chocolate gets small. And so as this word cloud populates, then the words that get more responses are going to get bigger, and the words that are not given as often as a response are going to be smaller. And so this is a great way, again, to be able to start questions. Maybe you have a question about the prior lesson, or maybe you want to check for understanding at the end of a lesson, or maybe midway through the lesson you want to ask a question. This can be used in a variety of ways. It also can just be a great check-in, like, how are you feeling today? It could be a way to get to know your kids, like what is what is an activity that you love to do outside of school just to build relationships? So lots of possibilities. Again, this is super easy to create. It's free. You can just share the link in a Zoom chat box. You can also put this in an assignment in Canvas if you wanted, and you can have it a link and they can answer it that way. You can also just have it embedded on a page in Canvas if you want to do that. So lots of options, but just a quick, easy way to engage your students and be able to, elicit discussions and responses. I also wanted to mention that when you're setting up your answer garden, you can also click on that spam filter so that those ads don't show up at the bottom. So in my previous recording, you saw that there was some ads that showed up below. So by clicking on that spam filter, that will eliminate those ads from showing up. So if you go into admin, and when the admin screen comes up, it is going to be right down here with the spam filter on. So you'll want to make sure that's checked on so that you don't get unwanted spam in your answer garden.